Stephen Mirassou here, bringing you details of the wine of the week. There are a very few number of really great vineyards in any particular growing area. Not every terroir is the same. Every place does have terroir, every parking lot has terroir. And if you define terroir by a sense of place, in the wine business anyway, by a sense of how all of the natural elements of a place, the soil, the wind, the direction of road, the amount of rain a place gets, the amount of sunlight it gets, temperature differentials between day and night, all of those factors add up to the terroir of a place. So every place naturally has an additive sense of the environment to create kind of a shorthand definition of what this place will do to fruit. Obviously, not every place has an equal quality of environment. Not every vineyard will produce the same level of quality in fruit. In the Livermore Valley, there are 5 or 6 really amazing, excellent sites for growing Bordeaux varieties. Gilmedi Vineyard is certainly one of them. Morganson Vineyard is certainly one of them for Cab Franc. And Sacau Vineyard is definitely one of them for Cabernet Sauvignon. Sacau Vineyard is located behind Murrieta's Well Winery in Livermore, in really kind of the central part of the Livermore Valley AVA. It sits at about 800 feet above sea level, so not quite as high as Gilmedi Vineyard. And the soil is kind of alluvial, gravelly soil that has slowly eroded over the course of millennia from the top of the hill. And the vineyard was planted in about 2002. It's a pretty big site, over 200 acres, contains all of the Bordeaux varieties. There's a beautiful block of Cab Franc up there that kind of flows westerly, whereas the Cabernet Sauvignon flows down the other side of the hill, so from west to east. We started using fruit from this site in 2013. The 2015 vintage was one of those beguiling, sort of frustrating vintages at first. We had some weather, rain, and wind during flowering in April and May of 2015 that really kind of knocked a bunch of off the vines, which resulted in lower yields than we would typically get in any given vintage. The wines never were as dark as they would typically be, especially on the Cabernet Sauvignon front, until they were in barrel for nearly 2 years. What came from that, though, were wines that were very precise in terms of their structure, very precise in terms of flavors. Gilmedi Sacau has always seemed to me to be a really dark fruited vineyard site, giving us black cherry, black plum, giving us a really precise structure. And this vintage was no different. In fact, probably was even more so than other vintages that were a little bit more typical. This wine is showing absolutely beautifully. Just beginning to just beginning to have a sense of the real profound complexity that it's going to have over the course of the next 10 to 15 years. The wine's only 11 years old now, so it's just entering that window of real interest and complexity build. We only have 46 bottles available for this week. $105 per bottle. We hope you get a chance to try this wine. Hope you get a chance to acquire this wine. It's a wine of the week.